Good evening, kids, parents, and the chess teachers. In the lesson number 27, we are going to study the game between Capablanca and Treybal, played in 1929. I bet you never seen something like this. This is such an amazing position. It's really fun, and that's why I choose this game. So, look, so what we have here is Slav defense, right? It's very popular in a lot of kids. They love to play Slav defense. So it's a very good opening. But the game changed, and right now we have a different kind of opening. This is now a stone wall, right? Dutch defense, right? This is a pawn structure of the stone wall. So let's see what are the advantages and disadvantages of this pawn structure. The biggest problem is the bishop on c8 that really has a hard time to get into the game. And also the dark colors are weak, so this knight can land on e5. Now black sometimes can play a move like this and also move to e4, right? So that's the advantage of that. It is very strong, powerful, and difficult to break through. Now e3. Look, this development of the pieces, right? I'm gonna move quickly because we'll get to an important position. Right, knight e5, and white supports the knight on e5, right? And now knight f3, right? So the advantage again for white is that the bishop is really very weak, bad bishop, right? So that's a small advantage that white has. And now b4, rook c1. And Capablanca doesn't trade the knights, right? He doesn't want to make it easy for black, right? So he comes back. And here he finally kind of closes the queen side. Let's say pushes pawn to c5. And of course, he's preparing to push a4 and b5. He'll try to break through, right? But you'll see funny thing is going to happen first on the king side. So h3 and this move g4. And look now, look at this fantastic strategy that Capablanca is using. Just pay attention to the moves, right? Rook c2. And he's actually closing again the king side as well. Right, it's gonna play this move and look here. He decided to double up. He's trying, right? He's trying to do something on the king side, but it's not easy, right, to break through there. So he decides to close the king side, right? So that's it. But now the action is on the queen side, because what happened here is by closing the king side, those rooks are trapped, right? So they cannot get into the game at the moment, right? So now the action is gonna go to the queen side. Look, he's playing also this move, and because he has an advantage on a file, right? There's a chance. Look, he's gonna double up, triple up on a file. All right, look at that. And black rooks, look how difficult it is to do anything with black pieces. The bishop cannot move, the knight cannot move, the rooks are trapped, cannot move, even the queen cannot move. Like, it's really unbelievable. I have never seen something like this, right? And now he's doubling up and even tripling, right? So he's making pressure continuously. And finally, he figured out a plan. Okay, he's going to first improve his king, because he's putting the king into the safe place. And I mean, come on, this is joking. I think I thought the king would be safe on h4, but he's going back. Okay, now we have to see what does he want. He actually found this move 92, and he's gonna break through. So he found this idea to break through with knight a5 to attack on b7, and you actually cannot defend it because after bishop a6, the game is finished. He figured out the plan, um, and of course, after this move, the game is finished. Right? Very cool, right? Here, the black resigned because you take, and then those two pawns are gonna win. This pawn is hanging, right? Very cool game, you know. I mean, check it out a little bit. It's a long game, so I cannot spend too much time on this analyzing it. But you can you can see a little bit this idea of closing the center and then breaking through and then using this A file. And look at this pawn structure. I think you'll remember this forever, right? I don't know if it ever happened in any other game. It's really amazing. Okay, kids, I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Have a good night.